And we are live. Welcome to WOWworthy with EmmaM Online. Every Tuesday, this is your place to be to come together as a marketing team to keep up to date on everything happening in Facebook land, complete a Facebook learning module, and get insights on how to market your brand and drive traffic to your Facebook locations. Great morning to our live viewers. Hi, Matt. Nice to see you again. Welcome to our live viewers. Be sure to say hi in the comments and please ask away. This is your show designed for you and you're going to help us to build it over time. Who else is joining us? Thanks. That's someone from SocialSurvey, one of the team at the back. We're using the monitor as the backdrop, which is exciting. Who else is joining us live? Hi, Chrissy. She's coming to us from the Philippines, which is exciting. Who else is joining us? Hey, Philip. How are you? This is your show. And you see, as great as our collaboration is with our community at the Create WOW Summit, I would love to see how we can foster our collaboration methods within this community and build it beyond this live event. So this Facebook Live will be happening every Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's not just open to our SocialSurvey customers. It's open to anyone in your network. We can learn all together from anyone. So take this opportunity to share this with other marketing teams that you liaise with, and we'd love to learn from all of you all together. So there will be a set agenda each week, and again, if you want anything included, please just let me know. So if you're just joining us, because sometimes it takes a little while to everyone to jump on live, if you're just joining us, today we are kicking off, and this is episode 1, the state of play for Facebook for multi-location brands. It's a big topic to cover, and we'll break it down over the next few weeks. But first, I want to take a step back and briefly talk about why we wanted to deliver this show. We work as a marketing team and as a company on a daily basis with various people in the marketing teams of multi-location brands. The CMO, the marketing mechanic, the social media manager, social compliance. Each of these people have different roles to work towards the same goal: to drive traffic to their frontline team members in their physical locations. Please let me know in the comments if this feels true to you. The challenge is that there is just so much stuff in Facebook land, and those various people within the marketing teams at headquarters only need to know certain sections of certain pieces, and who needs to know what and to what depth. That's what we're here to cover every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. First, we do have a weekly Facebook news update for you. So let's get into that. Let's see on this whether it's going to show. There we go. We are going to cover Facebook Blueprint Learning, but first, a couple of news updates from Facebook. In news this week, Facebook wants to deliver purpose in procurement. So they're doing this with Facebook Supply Diversity. In 2017, they spent $204.9 million with US companies privately certified as majority owned, operated, and controlled by racial and ethnic minorities, women, veterans, LGBTQ people, and differently abled entrepreneurs. Facebook made this announcement to signal social intent and a recommitment every year going forward to this effort. So that's a great announcement from them. In other Facebook news, an announcement was made about the expansion on the Facebook policy on voter suppression. They have been hammered this year over their advertising policies, fake news, if you like, and so this was an announcement just made on Friday. So as part of their ongoing efforts to prevent people from misusing Facebook during elections, they're broadening their policies against voter suppression, action that is designed to deter or prevent people from voting. These updates were designed to address new types of abuse that they're seeing online. Now, you may wonder, how does that apply to you as a brand marketing team? One of the rollouts that were part of this transparency movement is the addition of the Info and Ads Facebook tab on every business page. So if you go to your Facebook business page, have a look for the info and ads tab, but you can also go to every other competitor and have a look at that and see what ads they're running at any one time. Now, that's something that we'll cover in the next few weeks, but something that's very interesting indeed. Who else is jumping on? No comments yet. Feel free to leave a comment for us, and that's the 2 big updates from Facebook Newsroom this week. So let's dive into our training for the week. I really want to set the stage for the next few weeks, so this is what's coming up. In this episode, we will cover the state of play of Facebook for multi-location brands. This will set us up for the upcoming sessions. Next week, we will do a deeper dive on Facebook Business Manager for multi-location brands. The week after, an introduction to Facebook campaigns. The week after that, an introduction to Facebook Pixel and the concept of the audience of one. So let's get stuck into this one. Of course, if you have any questions, please let us know. So we are going to jump over to here now. Just leave a comment and let me know that you can see my screen. So in January 2018, Mark Zuckerberg released a statement that included this: "We built Facebook to help people stay connected and bring us closer together with the people that matter to us. That's why we've always put friends and family at the core of the experience. Research shows that strengthening our relationships improves our well-being and happiness. And the first changes you'll see will be in the newsfeed, where you can expect to see more from friends, family, and groups. As we roll this out, you'll see less public content from posts like businesses, brands, and media. And the public content you see more will be held to the same standard. It should encourage meaningful interactions between people." Just take a minute to think about this from a user's perspective. Feel free to comment with your thoughts about what this means from an end user perspective. Love to hear your thoughts. Let's see if there's any questions coming through. Not at the moment. That's all fine. Hey, Clay. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. That's lovely. Okay, so have a think about what this means from an end user perspective. So prior to January, users would see a mix of friends posts interspersed with pages that they follow and their organic posts along with ads. Users had also exhibited behavior previously to demonstrate that they would follow pages with the intention of saving them to occasionally be kept up to date on a page's activity or a business's activity. But over time, over years and years of users being on Facebook, they end up with a gluttony of thousands of pages that they follow. And how on earth does Facebook decide what to show them? And so they were seeing less from friends. So post this announcement that happened, users would see friends posts and sponsored posts, so ad posts, at a ratio of 5 friend posts to 1 sponsored post. But they would no longer see as many organic posts from the pages they had followed unless it was an extremely relevant and engaging post, and it added value to the community. There was also, after this announcement, behavioral change over the last 10 months is a noted slowing in the actual following and liking of pages. So what does that mean for a brand, right? Love to hear your thoughts. What does it all mean? It's a big one to tackle. So in my opinion, the changes have turned your brand Facebook pages into a landing page, your local area branch pages into an opportunity, and the ad platform, your new baby that needs constant attention. Is anyone overwhelmed by the ad platform just a little bit? Just hit a like and let us know. It certainly needs constant daily attention. So in this session, I'm going to cover off on some significantly underutilized tools that'll make your job easier at scale. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to Facebook Business Manager. I know some of our larger clients are already on this platform, but every single meeting I've had with a client this year, which is a multi-location brand, the social team has not even known that Facebook Business Manager exists. And if they do know about it, they're not necessarily using it because it's such a big thing to get all their pages over. And also, just so you know, from our very surface level research of 150 of our clients, 80% of the multi-location brands are not running any ads at a local or a national level. So I'd love to get your feedback as to why, as a brand, you are not investing in Facebook or Instagram ads, because we can now see what you're running. So I'd love to get your feedback on that. Well, once we get that feedback from you, we'll reserve that for another session and dive deeper into it. So back to Facebook Business Manager. When you have a hierarchy of brand locations and then frontline teams and multiple access permissions needed to manage this many locations at this scale across Facebook and Instagram, and Facebook Business Manager is a must. Can you all just send me a comment if you can see my screen share? I really want you guys to be able to see this. Let me know in the comments if that's okay. Clay, if you're watching, or Matt, who's one of our clients, if you can just let me know, that would be great. Okay, so Facebook Business Manager gives you hierarchical control and management top down. It allows you to pull in your brand, location, and individual pages all into this one dashboard, all ad accounts associated with each page and each Instagram account as well. It can do some serious, or your frontline team users, they will no longer be able to post organically onto their page from their regular Facebook app. So the Facebook app on your phone. And if you make the move and move all their locations and their pages onto Business Manager and they haven't been communicated with that you are doing that, that they can no longer post organically just on the regular blue Facebook app, then it's a mess. And so you need to communicate that. Pull everything in, communicate that with your frontline teams and your branch managers that you're doing this, and then everyone will be happy moving forward. Now, they can still post organically if they have the right permissions from the Facebook Pages app on their phone. So it's not totally gone, but it's not a behavior that they used to. Also, this is a permanent move. So anything that's brought in is a permanent move. So if you're working with an agency and they set it up incorrectly under their own brand, that can't be undone. So if you're working with an agency to get the the migration, if you like, of all the Facebook pages onto Business Manager, please, please, please make sure they do it correctly, because it is a permanent move. No, you guys are not seeing it. Thank you so much for letting me know. We will fix that for next time. I'm not quite sure why you're not seeing it. My apologies. And I will send you, hey, how about this? I will put the screenshots of what I'm looking at into the comments after this live finishes. So also ad accounts that are pulled into Facebook Business Manager that are set up by an agency. Again, you have to make sure the ad account is under your business, not under the ad agency, because once it's done, it's permanent. Make sense? So let's look at some of the tools that this gives you access to. It gives you access to Ads Manager, Page Posts, brilliant ads reporting, Events Manager, Facebook Pixel, which we're going to do a big episode on, which is exciting. Custom audiences, again, another episode coming up. Images, you can have a library of images in there, and of course billing. So billing for a multi-location brand can also be tricky. Is your, for our franchise friends here, is there, are the franchisees paying for it versus head office? So billing hierarchy is also available in Facebook Business Manager. So another tool that is also very unknown and unutilized is Audience Insights. So Audience Insights is under the Facebook IQ brand. And myself with our CMO, Clay Cahoon, we recently did a deeper dive into this platform to see what resources and tools were available. Now, if you go under in Audience Insights, there's Automotive Insights, Consumer Packaged Goods Insights, but also Financial Services Insights. We've got an upcoming session called Moments That Matter. That all of the data from that has come from Facebook IQ. Another resource that is available to you is Facebook Blueprint. So we're pulling a lot of content from Facebook Blueprint to design this training series for you. Now, again, I'll include screenshots, but there is 150 modules of training under 15 minutes available to you freely on Facebook Blueprint. So I highly recommend going to have a look at that. Is anyone using, if anyone could put their hands up, is anyone using Insights or, no, we can't connect the monitor behind me, I don't believe. We'll try, but I'll have it fixed for next week. So yeah, so we've got Facebook Business Manager, Audience Insights, all content learning path on Facebook Blueprint. If anyone can put a comment if they're using any of those tools, I'd love to know, because if you haven't touched those tools, then we know what sort of content to create for you. So now we've gone a little bit deeper on the mechanics of setting up on Facebook Business Manager, using some of these tools. Now we can focus on strategy. So I want to take you back to the concept of your Facebook business page being a landing page. So let's talk about it from a brand perspective first. If your brand page is now a landing page and users are going to your page, good to hear, Brittany, you are using Business Manager. Audience Insights, using business. I know you're doing it, Matt. That's excellent. Okay, so if your brand page is now a landing page and users are going to your page, not so much to like it, to keep updated like they used to, but landing there to examine you, what do you think that they would want to find? Again, put some comments in there. We'd love to hear from you. From our perspective, we like to put the content in the first 5 to 6 posts into 3 different buckets. One is brand content. So that's your typical blog post, stats, percentage interest rate, all of those sort of things. That's bucket 1 style content. So that's your branded content. Bucket 2 is user-generated content. And then 3 is the authentic, real, local area content or head office behind the scenes content. Now, no doubt you already have a library, a huge library of bucket 1 branded content. SocialSurvey can take care of bucket 2, user-generated content through the distribution of the true voice of your customer. And for bucket 3, I want to share the story of the vitamin shop. Does everyone know the vitamin shop here? So in May this year, they rolled out a significant change in strategy. They realized they had assets within their company, and they've got 800 locations. And they had these assets that they weren't using at all, but their audience, they wanted to consume these assets. And those assets is the frontline team in their store. They're the people on the ground that the local area customers have the relationship with. And so they weren't utilizing these assets, frontline team members, online at all. And so they gave posting access on both Facebook and Instagram to their local area pages, to their location managers, and started giving them weekly guidelines of what content to create depending on stock arriving, seasonal events, local area events, time of year, national promotions, all with checks and balances and guidelines to ensure brand standards were complied with. They put the end users, the customers in the local area, a reason to connect with their social media pages at a local level. And it has flown. I will release some of the screenshots from some of their local area vitamin shop Instagram accounts. The engagement on them from a local area perspective is brilliant. And we call that empowering your local digital mayor. So in January, we will be launching a digital mayor Facebook Live for our customers to use as a resource to give to their local area frontline team members. So I trust that for each member of your brand marketing team, this session has given you something to think about. And next, I will give a brief insight into some of the things of how to apply this to your industry. We have multiple industries watching us, and so we're excited to have you and give you the content to apply it to your business. So we now have a very brief social survey update for you. let me flip this over. There you go. Here's an update brought to you by SocialSurvey, by their customer success team, and a shout out to Debbie for this update. Debbie would like to communicate to all of our marketing teams out there to take advantage of the tools that are included in your SocialSurvey account. These include Facebook Pixel integration throughout the hierarchy of your Facebook pages, the JavaScript widget, which is customizable, yearly top performers customer satisfaction awards, realtor surveys, and employee well check. So if you are a customer of SocialSurvey and you are watching this, please reach out to your customer success manager, and they would really love to help you integrate even further with SocialSurvey. So marketing teams, we've covered quite a bit today. So does everyone know what the term WIFA means? What's in it for me? So how does this Facebook change apply to me and the 3 people sitting next to me? Or some of you are lucky enough, 15 people in the marketing team sitting next to you. The question to consider is this: if your Facebook page is a landing page, how can you use it? What do the top 5 posts on your landing page, your Facebook page, look like? Think about why people land on your Facebook page. If you want to add some insights into the comments, I'd be more than happy to share them. So for our mortgage customers that are watching, and possibly future customers, when you think about your Facebook landing page, what do your future customers landing on your page, what are they looking for? Love to see some insight into the comments. They're looking for trust. They're looking for credibility, and they're looking for an investment into the community that they're buying homes in. It's not a cup of coffee, it's not an everyday transaction. So think about how much self-serve the customer is happy to do, how much research the customer is wanting to do, and then how much hand-holding is needed. Here's a tip for you. Consider Messenger as your call to action on your Facebook landing page. There's been a lot of stats come out of Facebook over the last 3 months that Messenger as a form of communication is a lot more effective than email, phone put together. Okay, we're going to do a session after Christmas about Facebook Messenger, but using Messenger as the main call to action on your Facebook business page is highly, highly advised. Now let's talk about the insurance industry. Other than trust, consider your actual customers and why they land on your Facebook page. In my opinion, again, you need to consider the emergency landings on your Facebook page. So emergency landing are customers that are in a predicament. They're looking for information from you because they're in a predicament, and what information does that customer need when they land on your Facebook page during an emergency? So resourcing for optimal Messenger response times and making Messenger easily accessible on your Facebook page, that is going to be key for emergency landings on your Facebook business page. I did some research before the session about insurance and how to look at numerous Facebook insurance pages, and Messenger is not highlighted. So I wonder about the customers that do land on there in an emergency. Where do they go afterwards? Okay, let's talk real estate. Real estate is such a local endeavor. It's all about local. And so showing trust, community, and local is a must on any of your Facebook pages, whether it's brand or location. Optimal response times on Messenger, again with a clear CTA and even a booking bot, so an automated booking system for inspections, for appraisals, for your customers to message at any time at all levels is something to seriously consider. And then for our B2C multi-location brands, including my franchising peeps, on a national level, current campaigns on other channels that customers are looking up in a timely manner that they may have seen somewhere else needs to be front and center on your Facebook page. You also need to consider monitoring these posts, the top 5 posts, obsessively because, and this applies to anyone really, If a customer is annoyed at any of your local branches or locations, they're going to end up on your brand page. They're going to leave their complaint as a comment on your top 5 or 6 posts. So you need to monitor the comments on those posts obsessively. You can also ensure that you've pinned a post to the top of your Facebook business page with the current largest campaign that you've got out on other channels, and disable comments on that post so that people can easily find it, but they won't necessarily, if they do have a beef, they won't necessarily leave a comment or take the time to scroll down to leave a negative comment. Let's see some of the questions coming through. I'll just finalize this section first before I answer some questions. So that's my industry WIFM, if you like, for episode 1. Did you like the WIFM? I'd love to hear, we covered the module, if you like, on Facebook business landing pages, and then how does it apply to your industry? What is in it for you? Love to hear your thoughts on that. So some of the questions are there great examples of companies doing FPLPs well? Facebook, I think that you mean FB, Facebook landing page as well. That is a great question. I will, before our session next week, I'll get some screenshots for you on who's doing it well. I know who I follow for best practice, and I'll get some screenshots of them for you. Using Business Manager, audience insights, utilization here. Yep, using Business Manager. That's great to hear of who's using Business Manager. That's awesome. Okay, next in our session. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. So just a little, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought and a shameless plug for SocialSurvey. A future employee will look at an average of 7 reviews before choosing a company. So this is a message for the recruitment firms out there. Make that process easy by having the true voice of the employee in the right place at the right time with SocialSurvey's Employee Well Check. Next week, we are doing a deeper dive for you on Facebook Business Manager, how to structure it. I'll make sure our screen share is working. And this is particularly for multi-location brands. This afternoon, we will pin the post for this Facebook Live, do some promo during the week so that you make sure that you get the reminder to jump on here. It's a big process to move all of your locations onto Business Manager. I'm going to walk you step by step by step on how to do it, but also for those that are already on Facebook Business Manager, I want to do a deeper dive on all of the tools in there so that you know exactly what to do. So we are almost out of time now. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you do have any questions that you want me to answer next week, please leave a comment on here and we're more than happy to answer it for you. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.